Parent coping with loss. It's called On the Other Side of My Dream and really takes you on a journey. This morning, Ken Moorman, the founder and owner of Durrani Coffee House in Manassas, is joining us to talk about this book. Thanks so much for joining us and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
This is awesome. Now available on Amazon.
Yes, Amazon.
So before we dive into this book, I want to talk about your dreams of being an entrepreneur. You've always thought about becoming one.
Yes.
When it finally happened, the unexpected happened shortly after you lost your son.
Yes. Wow. Tough time. So 2.5 years ago, Christmas night, I got a call that my son was hit by a car. My oldest son, named after me, Ken Moorman Jr. And at the time, I was in the middle of Durrani Coffee House was open for at least a year, a little more than a year at that time.
Yeah.
So I had this big dream, and I'm living the dream. And in the middle of that dream
Was a nightmare.
a nightmare. So now I'm like, what do I do with this? I wanted to quit, I couldn't. I had the whole community of Manassas Park, Prince William County, just really, you know, it's a special place. So I couldn't walk away from that. I needed my personal time. I had to be strong for my family. What is this about? So it was tough.
What advice would you have for someone who may be going through something similar, the loss of a loved one, and you're, you know, putting in all these hours and time into something that you've worked toward? How do you get through it?
Oh, wow. So what I realized is that, you know, in hindsight, when those of us that have the big dream or entrepreneurs, it's that dream. You need something bigger than yourself to help you get through these tragedies. So whatever's supposed to go down is going to go down. But the fact that I had this community, that I had my family, I had this dream, I had to hold on to that, and that's what's been pulling me through such a tough time. And to add to that, a year before that, my mother passed.
Oh my goodness.
So it was just, what's going on?
Yeah,
This is much.
just a lot going on.
Then it got to the point where I used that, like, they can't die just to be dying. Now I'm going to do it for them. I remember putting the bricks in, and my mom passed, and I was like, I love you, Mom. I'm putting it in there.
Yeah.
And people come in there and say, oh, I love the field. And I'm like, no, you feel my mom in here. You feel my son in here.
Yeah, this is not your average coffee shop.
Not.
and talk about this book. This is not your average book. There's a lot in here.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Oh, man. So, you know, the book is really about, you know, from my perspective, and me as a child to now, how did I do Durrani Coffee House? That's the #1 question I get. You walk in and people are like, whoa, how did you do it? So I put it in a book to encourage entrepreneurs, and I got nuggets dripped all through it. So you can read chapter 1 and you should be encouraged. Something you can use as an entrepreneur to get your dream going.
And with about 20 seconds left, give our viewers one of those nuggets they can get from this book.
Oh, one of the things is I always say, dream big. Now do what you see.
Okay.
Don't just dream, go do it.
Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Be about it, there you go.
All right, well, Ken Moorman, thank you so much for coming on the show again. His book, On the Other Side of My Dream, is available on Amazon, and I'm sure you'll take a lot away from this.
Awesome.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck.
All right.